Hello everyone, welcome to Go School Learning. We are the fastest growing edtech in GCC and our aim is to provide education for all. So welcome to another interesting session, and in today's class we will be discussing the question paper, that is the 2024 question paper, and we are going to discuss the first set. Okay, set one we will be discussing, and you know that different sets are there. Okay, and in one set also there are different sets. I mean, different papers are there. They'll be like shuffling the questions, and you'll be getting different question papers. So today we are going to discuss set one, and that too 30 bar 1 by 1. You can see that question paper code, right? So you guys will be downloading the question paper from somewhere or the CBSE site, and you will be waiting for the answers. Okay, you will be trying to solve them, and in case if you have any doubts, you'll be referring to YouTube, right? Okay, so you can refer to this, and you can search like this. Okay, actually the question paper code, and I have seen people, ma'am, I have seen something in YouTube or somewhere the answer key was there, but it was totally another question paper, and the question paper I have with me is different. So don't worry, you know, I hope you guys know, or you must know that there are different sets. Okay, according to that the answer keys will change and the questions will change. Okay, so without wasting much time, we are going to solve the first question, that is from the chapter. Okay, that is from the chapter polynomial. So if the sum of zeros of the polynomial is root 2, so sum of zeros is already given, and we know that there is a relationship between the sum of zeros and the coefficients, right? Sum of zeros, let us take the zeros as alpha and beta, then alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. What is this b and a? When you have the polynomial like ax squared plus bx plus c, then the coefficient of x is b and the coefficient of x squared is a. Okay, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and here it is given alpha plus beta is root 2, or sum of zeros is given as root 2, and what is minus b by a? This is minus, this is b. So what will be minus b? Minus of minus, which is plus. So k root 2 divided by, this is your a, that is 2. We'll be cancelling root 2 from both sides. So you are getting 1 is equal to k by 2 and k is equal to 2. So option B is the correct answer, that is 2 is the correct answer. So after solving each and every question, I'll be showing you the answers. So what you can do is just start the live and watch the video. Just get a question and then solve by yourself and then wait for the answer. Okay, wait for the answer. That is what you can do. Okay, so don't wait for me. That is what I was about to say. Okay, don't wait for me. You can see, you can just do it yourself and wait for the answer. Okay, and then the second question is, this is from probability. If the probability of a player winning a game, okay, so a player already win the game and the probability of that is given as 0.79. So we know that the total probability of any event is equal to 1. So let us consider the probability of getting a head. Okay, so I have a coin with me. I am tossing a coin. How many possibilities are there when you toss a coin? You have just two possibilities. One is getting a head and the other one is getting a tail, right? Okay, so the probability of getting a head is equal to 1 by 2, and the probability of getting a tail is also equal to 1 by 2. So what is the total probability? It is going to be 1, right? The total probability is 1. Yeah, just like that, in every case, the total probability will be 1. Okay, so here in this case also, the total probability must be 1. Okay, so the probability of him winning the game is equal to 0.79. So what will be the probability of him not winning the game? 1 minus 0.79, right? 1 minus 0.79, which is equal to 0.21. So option D is the correct answer. How many of you got correct answer? Yeah, I hope you all got the correct answer. And then the third question. So this is from the chapter quadratic equations. So if the roots of the equation are real and equal, so we have something called discriminant of a quadratic equation. And here it is given that the roots of the equation are real and equal, right? So if it is real and equal, discriminant is equal to 0. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0 because it is given that they are real and equal. Taking this to other side, b square is equal to 4ac, or b square by 4 is equal to ac. Can see something like that here. So option C, AC is equal to b square by 4 is the correct answer. Yeah, very easy question. Moving to the next one. In an AP, the first term A is equal to 7. Okay. So A is equal to 7. Then the nth term AN is equal to 84. Yeah. And the sum of first n terms Sn is equal to 2093 by 2. Okay, 2093 by 2. And what you are supposed to find? You are supposed to find n. So you have A, you have An, and you have Sn. So you must write an equation connecting all the three, like A, An, and Sn. So what is that equation? We have Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus An, right? Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus An. That is, just substitute the values. You have Sn with you have A with you, and you have An with you. Just substitute the values. Let us cancel 2 from both sides. So this is equal to 84 plus 7 is equal to 91. So 91n. So n is equal to, just divide them and you will get the answer as 23, right? Yeah, so which is the correct option? Option C is the correct answer. 23 is the correct answer. Okay, so moving to the next question, we have, okay, so I hope you have watched the video, like the real numbers chapter. Okay, I was going live, right? Before 1 month, and I hope you have watched the video. If you haven't watched that video, just go and watch the video. Then this question is going to be easy for you. Okay, so what is given? P is equal to 18 a square b raised to 4 and q is equal to 20 a cube b square. That is equal to, how will you split this 18? Just do the prime factorization. We know that 18 is equal to 2 into 9. Okay, 18 is equal to 2 into 9, and you can split that 9 as 3. So this is equal to 2 into 3 square into a square into b raised to the power of 4, right? And what about 20? 20 is 4 5s are 20, and 4 you can write it as 2 squared. Anyways, I'll show that. Then by 2, 5. So this is equal to 2 square into 5 into a cube into b square. Okay, so if you are looking for the LCM, what will you do? You will take all the factors of the given numbers. If it is HCF, you will only go for the common factors. But if it is LCM, you will go for all the numbers. Okay, you will take all the factors. So LCM is equal to, and if you have something common, take the highest power. Okay, so 2 and 2 square is there. You have to consider 2 square because we are finding the LCM. And then 3 square, 5, a square or a cube, the bigger one, a cube. B square or b raised to 4, b raised to 4. So what will be the answer? The answer is going to be 2 square into 3 square into 5 into a cube into b raised to the power of 4, which is 4, 9, 5, then a cube b raised to 4, which is equal to 180 a cube b raised to the power of 4. Which option is that? Option D, 180 a cube b raised to 4 is the correct answer. How many of you got it correct? I hope you all got it correct. Okay, moving to the next question. Okay, AD is the median of triangle ABC. I think this chapter is nightmare for many of you. Okay, I don't know. Simply saying. Okay, so AD is the median of triangle ABC. So median means you have the triangle ABC here, and AD is the median, right? So this will be the midpoint, right? So AD is the midpoint of the triangle A. Okay, A is 5 minus 6, B is 6, 4, and C is origin 0, 0. And find the length of AD. So you need to find the length of AD. How will you find the length? Distance formula for sure. But for that, you need to get the coordinates of D, right? So how will you find the coordinates of D? This must be the midpoint of B and C. Okay, how will you find the midpoint? X1 plus X2 by 2 and Y1 plus Y2 by 2 will be the midpoint, where X1, X2 are here. This is X1, Y1. This is X2, Y2. Okay, so what is the midpoint? 6 plus 0 by 2 and 4 plus 0 by 2, which is equal to 3, 2. So we got this as 3, 2. So now we need to find the distance between A and D. What is the distance formula? AD is equal to root of, okay, now forget about this X1 and X2. That was for this. That is over. Now we have the new x1 and x2 here as this. Okay. So we need the new x1 y1 and the x2 y2. So root of 3 minus, that is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is the equation or the distance formula. So x2 here is 3. So 3 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus 6, which is 2 plus 6, right? 2 minus 6 is 2 plus 6, which is equal to root of negative 2 square plus 8 square. That is equal to root of 4 plus 8 8s are 64, which is equal to root 68 units. Do we have an option like that? Yes, we have. Root 68, option A is the correct answer. Okay. So moving to the next question, we have sec theta minus tan theta is equal to m, then the value of sec theta plus tan theta is equal to what? Okay, so another question from trigonometry, and many of you are finding this chapter also easy. I mean, difficult, right? But this is easy. Okay, even though it was slip of tongue, this chapter is easy. Okay, so let us practice more questions from trigonometry, and it is going to be easy. Okay, so the thing is, sec theta minus tan theta is equal to m is already given. You need to find sec theta plus tan theta. Okay, you need to find sec theta plus tan theta. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the given equation by sec theta plus tan theta. This is given. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the given equation by sec theta plus tan theta, because that is what we are supposed to find. Okay, so we need to find that one. So what is sec theta minus tan theta into sec theta plus tan theta? This is in the form a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So that is equal to m into sec theta plus tan theta. What is sec square theta minus tan square theta? We have the identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. The identity, we just have three identities here. I mean, in 10th grade, sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is the identity, right? So what is sec square theta minus tan square theta from this? 1. Okay, so this is equal to 1 is equal to m into sec theta plus tan theta. So from this, what is sec theta plus tan theta? It is equal to, just take m to the other side. So the answer is 1 by m. So you got the answer, and C is the correct answer, 1 by m. Okay, I hope you all got the correct answer. Yeah. So moving to the next question. From the data 1, 4, 7, 9, 16, 21, 25, if all the even numbers are removed, so all the even numbers are already removed. So I am also going to remove them. Okay, so all the even numbers are deleted. So 7 is deleted, 16 is deleted. Okay, so how many numbers are remaining? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 numbers. Only 5 numbers are remaining. Okay, so from the data, if all the even numbers are removed, then the probability of getting randomly a prime number from the remaining. So we just deleted or eliminated all the even numbers, and now even numbers from the given data. Okay, and now the probability of getting a prime number. So what is the total number? We just have 5. Okay, so the denominator is going to be 5, and we need to find the probability of getting a prime number. What are prime numbers? The numbers that have only 1 and that number as their factors, that are prime numbers, right? So 1 is neither prime nor composite. We know that. Okay, one is a unique number. Okay, right? So here, how many prime numbers are there? So let us check. 1 is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so 7 is prime. Okay, is 9 a prime number? No. 3 is a factor for 9. 21, no. 3 sevens are 21, no. 25, no. 5 squared, so no. So only one number is there. Okay, so 1 by 5 is the correct answer, and that is option B. Okay, only 7 is the prime number. So out of 5 existing, only 1 is prime. Okay, so 1 by 5. Now the next one is, for some data with the respective frequencies, the value of this is equal to, value of this means sigma I is equal to 1 to n fi into xi minus x bar is equal to what? That is what we are supposed to find. So x bar, what is x bar? X bar is equal to the mean. Okay, how will you find mean if the frequency and the data is given? Okay, so you have the fi values and you have the data xi values. Okay, so how will you find that? Sigma fi xi by sigma fi. That is how you find x bar, right? So what I'm supposed to find, I need to find this. Okay, so can I cross multiply this? I can. So sigma fi x bar is equal to sigma fi xi, right? Yeah. So can I take this to the other side? I can, right? So this side is going to be 0. 0 is equal to sigma fi xi minus sigma fi x bar. Okay. Now can I take that sigma fi common out? Yes, it is common. From both the terms, I'm taking sigma fi common. So this is xi minus x bar. And it is equal to 0. So sigma I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n means I is varying from 1 to n. Okay, I is varying from 1 to n, because like it can be f1 into x1 minus x bar, f2 into x2 minus x bar. That is the meaning of I is equal to 1 to n. Okay, so this is equal to 0. So what is our answer? The answer is 0. Option D is the correct answer. Option D is 0. Okay, I hope you all got the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question. That is, the zeros of a polynomial are twice the zeros of the other polynomial. Then you need to find the value of p. In trigonometry, is it compulsory to convert root 3 in decimal form? In trigonometry means what questions? If they are asking for some tan values, or you are talking about root 3 by 2 or something, you just have to keep it like that. Okay, because they are the standard values, no? So just keep it like that. Or please make your question more clear, okay? Or please put a question. Please specify the question that we are mentioning. Okay, yeah. So the zeros of the polynomial are twice the zeros of the polynomial of this, then the value of p. Okay, so let us consider this polynomial 4x squared minus 5x minus 6. Okay, so you have a polynomial. Can you find the zeros of this? Yes, you can. Okay, and it is given that okay, let us consider, let alpha and beta be the zeros of this polynomial. I'm telling you, this is an MCQ question, so don't take forever to get the answer of this. Okay, don't waste your valuable time here. Don't go for finding this alpha and beta, because we have the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. No, just make use of that thing. Don't go for this finding, splitting the middle term and all. Okay, so alpha and beta, let alpha and beta be the zeros of this polynomial. Then it is given that the zeros of this polynomial are twice the zeros of this polynomial. So if this is alpha and beta, this will be 2 alpha and 2 beta, because it is twice. Okay, and here sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. You guys know the relation, right? We use that in the first thing itself. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. I explained what is b and a, right? So here b is this, which is, so here it must be minus b by a. So minus of minus 5, I mean minus of minus 5 is positive 5 divided by a, 5 by 4. This is your a. Okay, and here when you find the sum of zeros, it's 2 alpha plus 2 beta, right? And that is equal to minus b by a. So what is your b here? This is your b, and you don't have any a there. So which means it's 1. Okay, so 2 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to minus b by a. So it must be minus b. Can I take this 2 common? Yeah, 2 into alpha plus beta is equal to minus p. What is alpha plus beta from here? It's 5 by 4. So 2 into 5 by 4 is equal to minus p. So let us cancel this. Minus p is equal to 5 by 2. So p is equal to negative 5 by 2. Can you see this? You have negative 5 by 2 and positive 5 by 2 here as the answers. Okay. CBSE knows how will you make mistakes. Okay. So the answer that you are getting, even if you are getting a wrong answer, you will be having that answer. You will be confidently walking out of the exam hall. I got everything correct. Happens, no? Yeah. So the answer is minus 5 by 2. Okay. If you are forgetting that negative p over there, you will be getting 5 by 2 and you will be like, oh, I got the correct answer. The option was there. But Okay, so the answer is minus 5 by 2. Don't make silly mistakes. You did a good job and you reached at the last step, and that is the problem of MCQs. You will not get half marks if the step was correct. You just have to write the correct answer for that, right? They will only look for the answer, okay, not the steps. If it is a 2-mark question, you will at least get some marks. But if it is an MCQ, you can't. Okay, yeah. Moving to the next one. If the distance between the points is 15 units, then the value of x. You need to find the value of x. So let this point be x1, y1 is equal to 3 minus 5 and x2, y2 is equal to x comma negative 5. You need to find the distance between them. You don't have to. Actually, the distance is given. What is distance? Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is equal to the distance, right? Let us square both sides. So x2 minus x1, here x2 is x minus x1 is 3, the whole square plus minus 5, minus of minus, which is plus, okay? Minus 5 plus 5 the whole square is equal to 15 square. What I did is, I squared both sides, okay? So here root is removed and this will be d square, which is 15 square. So x square minus 6x plus 9, this is going to be 0. Minus 5 plus 5 is 0, is equal to 15 square, 225. Right? Okay. So x square minus 6x, then plus 9 minus 25. I mean minus 225. I'm bringing this 225 to this side. It will become, if you want, I'll write that step, equal to 0. Okay. So x squared minus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0. So you need to find two numbers such that the sum of those two numbers is equal to minus 6 and the product of those two numbers is equal to negative 216. So obviously one of the number is negative and the other is positive, because then only you will get the product as negative, right? Okay, so which are the numbers? The numbers are negative 18 and 12. Yeah, because the bigger number has to be negative, because then only you will get like this. And also, if you guys are struggling to find the numbers, go for the prime factorization, or you just write the numbers 1 into 216, 2 into like that. Okay. Or I will give you a clue. Okay. A shortcut method if it is an MCQ. Just look at the numbers here. Here it is 12 and 18. So 18 minus 12 will give you 6. Or minus 18 plus 12 will give you 6. And here you have 18 and 5. So is there any way you can get 6 when you add or subtract 18 and 5? And 12 and 9 is there. Is there any way you can get the 6 when you add or subtract 12 and 9? So like that, which is like for MCQ questions, use your brain, use your common sense to get the answer. Okay. So minus 18 and 12. So here, and again, there are some people, after getting this negative 18 and 12, they'll simply directly go to the option A, and CBSE knows you're going for the option A. That's why that option is there. Unfortunately, your answer is wrong. So you have to simplify further. So this will be x into x minus 6. Oh, sorry, I didn't simplify it. Okay. X squared minus 18x plus 12x minus 216 equal to 0. Or this is x into x minus 18 plus 12 into x minus 18 is equal to 0. So x minus 18 and x plus 12 is equal to 0. Or you can directly write from here. Okay, you got negative 18 and positive 12, right? So no need of writing all the steps. If you want, this is an MCQ, right? You can simply write x minus 18 and x plus 12 here itself. Equate that to 0. X minus 18 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 18, and this will imply x is equal to minus 12. So which is the correct option? Is it option A or option B? X is negative 12 and x is positive 18. So option B is the correct answer. I know many of you will fall in the trap and you will be writing the answer as option A. Don't. Okay, please don't. Yeah, moving to the next question. You have cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0. Then the value of cos alpha plus beta by 2. Okay, you need to find that. So cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0. Okay, cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0. So you have to check which angle of cos is giving you 0. Is it 0, 30, 60, 90? Yeah, cos 90 is equal to 0. So cos 90 is equal to 0 from this, and plus beta is equal to 90. Okay, alpha plus beta is equal to 90. And here, cos of alpha plus beta by 2, you have to find. Okay, alpha plus beta is already 90. So this is equal to cos of 90 by 2. What is 90 by 2? It's 45. What is cos 45 degree? It is 1 by root 2. So which option is correct? Do we have an option like that? Yes, option A, 1 by root 2 is the correct answer. Okay, we got the answer. Such an easy question. Again, a question from, not again, we just have one question from, okay, so far this is the first question from surface areas and volumes, right? Okay, not again. So a solid sphere is cut into two hemispheres. Okay, so we have a sphere and we are cutting that into two hemispheres. Okay, so we have two hemispheres like this, and the ratio of the surface areas of sphere to that of two hemispheres. So the surface area of a sphere, surface area of sphere to the surface area of two hemispheres. Okay, many of you will be like, surface area of sphere to surface area of hemisphere, and you'll be finding the answer, and that option will be there for sure. Okay, and you'll be taking that answer, you'll be writing that answer, gone. Okay, don't do that. Read the question carefully. Yeah, so surface area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r square, and surface area of two hemispheres, surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square, that we know already. So if it is two hemispheres, 3 pi r square into 2, which is going to be 6 pi r square, right? So 4 pi r square divided by 6 pi r square. So you will be cancelling this. So it's 4 by 6, which is equal to 2 by 3. So the ratio is 2:3. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. One more thing I want to mention is, okay, you read the question carefully, okay, and they are asking you to find the ratio of sphere to that of two hemispheres, and some of you are like, okay, hemispheres and sphere, no, okay, so writing hemisphere first and then writing sphere, you will get the option 3:2 is there in the options. You may write that wrong. Okay, so that is why you have to follow the proper instruction. You have to write it down and do it. Okay, yeah, even if it is an MCQ, just try to write and find the answer. Because I don't want you to make mistakes. Yeah, the middlemost observation of every data. Such a difficult question. Middlemost observation. So the only direct question here is this median. Middlemost observation is known as the median, and the frequently occurring one is known as the mode, and the average is known as the mean. Okay, you guys know this already. Okay, such an easy question. And the volume of the largest right circular cone that can be, okay. So here in this case, you have a cone and you have a cube. Okay, so I have a cube with me and I have to cut out a cone from this. Okay, so I have to place a cone inside this basically. Excuse my drawing skills, but yeah, something like this. So what must be the diameter of that cone? It can't be greater than 2, right? It must be equal to 2 or less than 2. So volume of the largest right circular cone they are asking. So it must be 2. 2 is the maximum. And what about the height of the cone? It is also 2. It must be 2, right? So if the diameter is 2, radius is equal to 1 and the height is 2. Okay, so what is the volume? They're asking for the volume. Volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? Which is equal to 1 by 3 into pi into, what is r square? 1 square. 1 square into height is 2, okay, which is equal to 2 by 3 pi, or 2 pi by 3. Since it is volume, it's centimeter cube or cubic centimeter. Okay, so which is the correct option? 2 pi by 3 or 2 by 3 pi cubic centimeter. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, moving to the next one. Two dies are rolled together. Okay, so whenever they are telling you two dies are rolled together and we are rolling a die twice, this sample space will be same or the outcomes will be same. If you are throwing two dice at the same time, or if you are throwing a die twice, the number of elements in the sample space or the total outcomes will be same. Okay, yeah, hello. total outcomes will be same. If you have any doubts, just let me know in the comment box. Okay, if you want me to explain any question again, just let me know. Okay, so there are 36 elements in the sample space. I hope you guys know that. Okay, you are throwing a die, so it must be getting one on the first die and one on the second die. Then getting one on the first die and two on the second die. One on the first, three on the second. 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Okay, then you have two on the first and one on the second. Is 1 2 and 2 on the same? No, they are not. 1 2 means getting one on the first die and two on the second die. Okay, what is 2 1? Getting one on the first die and two did I say that wrong? Okay, getting one on the first die and two on the second die is 1 2. Getting two on the first die and one on the second die is 2 1. Okay, so 2 1 2 2 like that till 2 6 you have. Okay, and then you have 3 1 3 2 like that, 4 1 4 2 up to 4 6, 5 1 5 2 up to 5 6, and 6 1 6 2 up to 6 6. So how many elements are there? So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 6 are 36. So 36 elements will be there total. Okay, so you have 36 possibilities. And now the probability of getting a sum on the numbers on the two dice is 2, 3 or 5. So you have to get the sum as 2, 3 or 5. So what are the possibilities of getting sum 2? Let us take the first number 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 1 is there. Is there any other possibility? No. 1 plus 1 is 2. We can't take any other numbers. Okay. Then the sum must be 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, 1 1 for the other one. Maybe let us use some other color to not that. Okay, 1 1 was there. Then this is 1 2 is there. If 1 2 is there, 2 1 will obviously be there because 1 2 and 2 1 are different things. So 1 2 2 1. And then what plus what will give you 3 then? Only 1 plus 2, right? 1 plus 2 and 2 plus 1. That are the only possibilities. Now what about 5? 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Okay. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Then 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Okay. Then 2 plus 2 is not there. Then 3 plus something will give you 5. Yeah, 3 2 will give you 5. 3 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 2 plus 3 is also 5. Yeah. Okay. So here we have like 1 4, 4 1, 3 2 and 2 3. Any other possibilities? No, right? This is it. Okay. So how many numbers? Okay. Total possibility will always come down. So the 36 is the total. Out of that, how many favorable outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the answer is 7 by 36. So option A, 7 by 36 is the correct answer. Okay, I hope you all are getting the correct answer. What are the important chapters? So you are going to prepare just the important chapters and going for the exam. This is the board exam. Okay, prepare all the chapters. And one more thing is just go for the maximum weightage chapters. The chapters having maximum weightage, you have to prepare those chapters first. I hope you have watched our live. In the first live, we have clearly mentioned which all chapters you have to concentrate more. Okay, just watch that live. Just go to GoScore Learning and search for the first live. Okay, and everything is mentioned. The marking scheme, then how many chapters are there, which all chapters are important, which all chapters are having more weightage, everything is mentioned there. Okay, yeah, hope that will be helpful. Yeah, the center of a circle is at 2 0. Okay, so we have a circle, almost a circle. Okay, center of a circle is at 2 0. If one end of the diameter is at 6 0, okay, one end of the diameter is at 6 0, then the other end is at, so we don't know anything about the other end, so let us denote this as xy. Okay, other end is xy, and this is the center and this is our diameter. So that center is dividing that diameter into two equal halves and each half is known as the radius, right? So this 2 0 must be the midpoint of this line, right? So by midpoint, we know that midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2, right? That will be the midpoint. So here midpoint is 2 0. So 2 0 is equal to x plus 6 by 2 and y plus 0 by 2. So let us equate them. separately. Okay. Let us equate them separately. Let us equate the x coordinates and y coordinates separately. So x plus 6 by 2 is equal to 2. So x plus 6 is equal to 4 and x is equal to 4 minus 6, which is equal to minus 2. And this is y plus 0 by 2 is equal to 0. So then y is equal to 0 because y plus 0 is 0. So y is equal to 0. Okay, so minus 2 comma 0 is the correct answer. Do we have an option like that? Yes, option C, minus 2 comma 0 is the correct answer. Okay, moving to the next question. In the given figure, graphs of two linear equations are shown. The pair of linear equations is consistent with unique solution, consistent with infinitely many solutions, inconsistent, but can be made consistent by extending the lines. Okay, so I hope you guys have an idea about this chapter. When two lines are intersecting, it is consistent and there is a unique solution. If two lines are parallel, is there any solution? No. If two lines are coincident, then you have infinitely many solutions and that is consistent. So what about this? Do we have any idea about this? Are they parallel? They don't look like they are parallel. Okay, so let us try extending them. Okay, I'm trying to extend them. So when you extend them, they will meet at a point, which means they are intersecting. So there is a chance of them being consistent. So the answer is it is inconsistent but can be made consistent by extending these lines. So when you are extending the lines, they will be consistent. Okay? Yeah. So option D is the correct answer. Yeah, option D is the correct answer. Now moving to the next one. Yeah, assertion, reason, questions. Many of you are scared about the assertion, reason, questions. I think don't be scared of the assertion, reason, questions. It's going to be easy. Okay. So these are the options. Yeah, you all know. And the first question is, the tangents drawn at the endpoints of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Okay. So you have a circle and this is the diameter. Tangents drawn at the endpoints of the diameter. Okay, tangents will not intersect the circle. That is because of the drawing, because of my drawing skills, they look like they intersect the circle. Excuse me. Okay, kind of. Okay, the tangent will touch the circle at a single point. That is what tangents are. Okay, so they are parallel. Yeah. Diameter of a circle is the longest chord. Yeah, that is also true. Diameter of the circle is the longest chord. So, which is the correct option? Is this the correct option? Yeah. Assertion and reason are true, but it is not the correct explanation. Okay, both are true, but that is not the correct explanation for assertion, right? Yeah. So, option B is the correct answer. And moving to the next one. If the graph of a polynomial touches the x-axis at only one point, then the polynomial cannot be a quadratic polynomial. I know 90% you are like, yeah, correct. No. You will be like, ma'am, if a graph is touching the x-axis at some one point, then it must be linear, no? No. When you are talking about the geometric meaning of zeros of a polynomial, okay, you have this thing like the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, let us take the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is having degree 2. Okay, degree 2 means the polynomial can have at most two zeros. So what is the meaning of this at most and at least thing? Many of you are getting confused about at most and at least, I guess. Okay, so in 11th and 12th also, if you are planning to take math, you will be dealing with the terms like at least and at most. So at least means, okay, suppose you are going for an exam and I'm telling you, you must get at least 50 marks. Okay. So do I mean you must get below 50? No, I'm telling you 50 or above. So at least 50 means you have to get minimum 50. Okay. So at most 50 means what? Maximum 50, less than that. So here what is the word? It's at most. So at most two zeros means the maximum is 2. It can be less than that also. Okay. So it can be 1, it can be 0, it can be 2. So the at most is 2. So here if the graph of a polynomial touches the x-axis at only one point, then the polynomial cannot be a quadratic polynomial. Is that true? No, it's wrong because it can be a quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros. Okay. Yeah, and what about this? A polynomial of degree n greater than 1 can have at most n zeros. Yeah, that is true. So which is the correct option? Assertion is false, but the reason is true. Yeah. You got it, right? So successfully completed the MCQ part. Yeah, so we did all the 20 MCQ questions. Good job, guys. I hope you all got 20 out of 20, or at least 15. Yeah, at least 15. Okay, which means 15 or above. Yeah, minimum 15 you got. Yeah, so the next question is, solve the following system of linear equations. So you have two linear equations, 7x minus 2y equal to 5, and the next equation is 8x plus 7y is equal to 15. So I am going to use the elimination method. You have actually two methods to do this. First is elimination and the other one is substitution. There is actually one more cross multiplication that is deleted for you. Okay, so I am trying to, I am trying to make the coefficients of y same. So I am going to multiply this equation by 7 and I am going to multiply this equation by 2. Okay, so what will be the resultant? So this is going to be 7 into 7, 49x minus 2 into 7, 14y, and 5 into 7, 35. Okay, and this will be 8x into 2, which is equal to 16x, and 7y into 2, which is 14y, which was plus, okay, sorry, plus, and 15 into 3 is 15 into 2, I said 3, sorry, 15 into 2 is 30, okay. So when you subtract these two equations, minus 14 and minus 14 will together become plus minus 28. So you are going to add these two equations. Then they will get cancelled. 49 and 16 is going to be 65x is equal to 35 plus 30 is equal to 65. So x is equal to 65 by 5, which is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. Let us substitute that in any one of the equation to find y. Okay, so I'm substituting it here. 7x minus 2y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 1. So 7 minus 2y is equal to 5, or 7 minus 5 is equal to 2y. So 2 is equal to 2y, or this will imply y is equal to 1. So we got x is 1 and y is 1. So I'm telling you, if you are done with this question is over. And some of you are like, ma'am, no, you are going to get only 1.5 marks for this. See, the last part of the question is asking you to verify your answer. How will you verify your answer? Substitute in the equation. See, here, when you substitute 1 and 1 here, it's 7 into 1 minus 2 into 1, which is equal to 7 minus 2, that is 5. Yeah, verified. And if you want, if you put it here, 8 into 1 plus 7 into 1, which is equal to 8 plus 7, which is equal to 15. Yeah, satisfied. So for this, you will be getting, okay, I will use a red pen because I want all of you to understand this. For this, you will be getting half marks. Okay, so just go through a sample paper and you can see the distribution of marks there. So for this much, you will be getting 1.5 marks, and this is a 2-mark question, and the last half marks will be for this verification part. Okay, so this is important. Read the question carefully and do it. Okay, yeah, moving to the next one. In a pack of 52 playing cards, one card is lost. From the remaining cards, a card is drawn at random. Find the probability that the card is a queen of hearts if the lost card is a black card. So how many of you have a clear picture of cards? Oh, I'm not asking about whether you know how to play cards or not. How many of you know how to write a question or how to solve a question from cards probability? Okay, so I'll explain like briefly what all things we have in cards. So in a deck of cards, we have 52 cards actually. 52 cards are there in total, and it is divided into, okay, one second. You have 52 cards and it is divided into 26, 26. Okay, 26 black and 26 red. So we have total 52. It is divided into equal halves, 26 black and 26 red. And in this black, you have heart and diamond, which is 13 each. This is 13, this is 13. And in the black cards, you have spade and club, which is also 13 and 30. So in each set of this 13, you have A's, okay, A's, which is denoted as A. And then you have the number cards from 2 to 10, okay. And then you have face cards. And in this face cards, you have J, Q, K. You know that, right? King, queen and all. Okay, so you have this 52 cards. It is divided into 26 black and 26 red, and then you have 13, 13, 13, 13, which is like hearts and diamonds for the red ones and the club and spade for the black ones. And in each set of 13, you have ace and number cards and face cards. Okay, so here two aces are shown, but this is heart and this is, okay, one ace card is for heart and one is for the diamond. Okay, so in a set, it will be like ace, one ace, then 2 to 10, and then K, Q, and G. Okay, there is a single ace card. Okay, so coming back to the question. So a card is lost and the lost card is a black card. Lost card is a black card. So from 52, one card is lost. So how many cards are there now? 51 cards are there. Okay, only 51 cards are there. And then from the remaining cards, a card is drawn at random. Find the probability that there's a queen of heart. Okay, some of you are like, okay, queen of heart. How many queens are there in heart? Just one. Okay, and how some of you are like, man, what if the lowest card is queen? It's not queen of heart, because see, the heart cards are like red cards, and it is already mentioned the lowest card is a black card. So it is not a red card. It is not even a red card. So the queen card is safe there. So the answer is 1 by 51. So you have to write total number of cards is equal to 52. Now after losing one card, the remaining number is equal to 51, and the number of queen cards like that you have to mention properly and get 2 marks. If you are writing this, half marks. Okay, just the answer, then half marks. Okay, moving to the next question. Okay. Evaluate 2 root 2 cos 45 sine 30 plus 2 root 3 cos 30. Okay, again trigonometry is coming and you will be like, another question from trigonometry. Don't worry. If you don't know the table, I'll tell you something. Okay, just by heart. If you don't have any other way, just by heart the values of sine. You have 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay, if you don't have any other way, just by heart sine values. Okay, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. That are the sine values, right? Now for the cos values, you by hearted this value. Already you have by hearted this one, no? Just start from this side and write the same value. 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Just write the same value. Okay, and for tan, we know that tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. Okay, just divide 0 by 1, 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, 1. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, root 3. 1 by 0, not defined. Done, right? And in most of the cases, you just need this. And if you need cosec, cosec is the reciprocal of what? Sine. Reciprocal means 1 by. So 1 by 0, not defined. 1 by 1 by 2, 2. 1 by 1 by root 2, root 2. Then the reciprocal of this, 2 by root 3. Then 1. Like that, you can find sec and cot. So just learn the first line. 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Done. Okay? Yeah. And now, moving to this question. Evaluate 2 root 2 into cos 45 is 1 by root 2 into sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 2 root 3 into cos 30. What is cos 30? It's root 3 by 2. Okay. And then root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. And this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So what I have here, 1 plus, cancel everything and now that is 0, right? For some of you. Don't write 0, it's 1. Okay. And then root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay, it's a 2-mark question. So just write sine 30 is equal to this, cos 30 is equal to 6 and then substitute. Okay. Yeah. Then the odd question. You guys are very lucky. You are getting odd question for that. Easy. So A is equal to 60 and B is equal to 90. Verify that sine of A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. You have to verify that. So A and B are given. So A is equal to 60 and B is equal to 30. So A plus B is equal to 60 plus 30, which is equal to 90. So let us take the LHS of this. LHS is equal to sine of A plus B, which is sine of 90, which is equal to 1. Sine 90 is 1, right? From the previous table, sine 90, 1. Okay, yeah, learn the first row. Okay, and now let us take the RHS. Okay, RHS is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Okay, which is equal to sine A is equal to 60, sine 60, cos B is equal to 30 plus cos A is 60 and sine B is 30. So sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is also root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Sine 30 is also 1 by 2. Okay. Root 3 into root 3, 3. 2 into 2 is 4. Plus 1 into 1 is 1. 2 2s are 4. So 3 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 4 by 4. That is equal to 1. So LHS is equal to RHS and hence verified. Okay. Yeah, that you have to mention, okay? After finding LHS and RHS, why did you find LHS and RHS? You have to mention they are equal and hence proved, okay? Yeah. And then in the figure, ABCD is a quadrilateral. Oh, the triangle question is again here, okay? So in the given figure, ABCD is a quadrilateral, okay? It's not a parallelogram or it's not something rhombus, nothing is mentioned, just a quadrilateral. So something having four sides, okay? So quadrilateral, diagonal BD bisect angle P and angle D. So what is the meaning of bisection? Bisection means it is dividing that angle into two equal halves. So diagonal BD is bisecting angle B and angle D. So this and this, angle 1 and angle 2, they must be equal. Okay, that is the meaning of bisection. Bisecting means if you have an angle like this, the total angle is 60 degree and a line is bisecting that angle means each of the angles that are formed here will be 30 each. Okay, they'll be dividing that into two equal halves. That is the meaning of bisection. Okay, so angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And again, it is given that it is bisecting angle D as well. So let us mark this as 3 and 4. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4. You have to mention the reason. It's given that BD bisects angle A and angle D. Okay, that are the given things. And now prove that triangle ABD and triangle CBD are similar. So triangle ABD. So here is triangle ABD. Triangle ABD is here and triangle CBD. CBD, yeah, basically these two triangles. I'll mark those triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2. Okay, these are the two triangles. So in ABD and BCD, we can see that angle 1 is equal to, that you have to write in triangle ABD and triangle CBD, angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4 given. What is the reason? Given. Or you can write BD bisect angle A and angle D. So whatever you write in triangles, circles and all those chapters, whenever you are proving something, you always have to mention the reason inside the bracket. Okay, don't forget that one. Yeah. So angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4 given. So by AA similarity, what is AA similarity? If two angles are equal, then the triangles are similar. So by AA similarity, triangle ABD is not congruent. Triangle ABD is similar to triangle CBD. Okay, these two triangles are similar. Yeah, that's over. And now the second question is, this is the first part and we proved the first part. Second part is prove AB equal to BC. So we need to prove that this AB and BC are equal. How will you prove that? If you can prove the congruence, okay, then by CPCT, those two sides will be equal. Can you prove that the triangles are congruent? So from part 1, we have that angles as equal angles. And look at that side BD. BD is common side. Okay, BD is equal to common side. Oh, once again. BD equal to BD, which is common side. So you have an angle, then an included side and another angle. Okay, angle, included side and another angle. So by SAS criterion, not SAS, ASA. Angle, side and angle. So two sides, two angles and the included side of triangle 1 is equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. So triangle ABT is congruent to triangle CBD by ASA rule. Whenever two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. So therefore, AB is equal to BC by CPCT. Done. Okay. proved. And the next one is, in the given figure ABC. Oh, okay, sorry. That was, I just leave that space for the second part and I already wrote that here. Okay. Prove that 5 minus 2 root 3 is an irrational number. So if you have watched the first live of real numbers, I told you, I have told you like 5-10 times. If you don't know how to prove this, don't go for your board exam. This is such an important question. Okay, there will not be a single paper without one of this. Okay, so we need to prove that 5 minus 2 root 3 is an irrational number. So we assume that 5 minus 2 root 3 is rational. And if it is rational, 5 minus 2 root 3 can be written as P by Q, where P and Q are co-prime integers and Q not equal to 0. Okay, then take 2 root 3 to other side. 5 minus P by Q is equal to 2 root 3, or 5Q minus P by Q. Take 2 to this side. 2Q is equal to root 3. It's already given that root 3 is irrational. Okay, it's already given that root 3 is irrational, and the left side is Q. 5 is irrational, Q is rational, P is rational, then again 2, Q, all are rational numbers. So the LHS is a rational number and the RHS is an irrational number, which is a contradiction. This contradiction arises due to an incorrect assumption that 5 minus 2 root 3 is rational. Therefore, 5 minus 2 root 3 is irrational. You have to write all those things. Okay, and it is given that root 3 is irrational, so you don't have to prove that. You may write this. Okay, that's it. And then odd question is there. Show that the number is a composite number. Okay, so show that the number 5 into 11 into 17 plus 3 into 11 is a composite number. So how will you prove that? So you have 11 as a common thing. So take it outside. Then 5 into 17 plus 3 is there inside. So this is equal to 11 into 17 into 5. 7 5 are 35. Then 85 plus 3. 85 plus 3 is 88. Okay, which is equal to 11 into 8. 8 can be written as 2 cube. So 11 into 2 cube, which is 11 square into 2 cube. So we could write this given number as the product of primes. 11 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, product of primes. We could express it as product of primes. So this is a composite number. Okay, yeah. And this is section C. Do we have time? Okay, so it's time to wind up. So in the next session, we will be dealing with the section C and D and hopefully E. I don't think I can complete C, D and E in a day because this is a 3-hour paper. You all know that. So we will meet in another session, and there I'll be discussing all the questions from C part and D part. Okay, so see you all in the next live. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the chat box, and see you all in another interesting session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.